be exercise, what is it, 14?
50.
15. But what we have is a local newspaper, the Sebastian Hometown Herald or something, right?
Hometown News.
Love it. They expressed an interest to track the events of Sebastian, and guess what? People just see us dinking around, practicing in the parking lot, and they're like, what are those people up to? So we've had a number of people come check it out and come practice with us a little bit before it got too hot. But now the Hometown News is going to do a little thing this morning on some community event, which is us. And Joanne's with us early this morning. So welcome, Joanne. And we're going to have 5 or 6 other, maybe 7 or 8 other riders in just to do the beginnings of our practice session and do a little story. So, you know, what we're after is communicating safe riding, right? Building safe operation skills for the motorcyclists in our community. So we're pretty fired up about it.
Right. We're going to get set up right now, and we're going to probably focus on exercises 1, 2, 3, possibly number 4 today. I don't think we'll get past exercise 4 because there's going to be a lot of people that have never done these exercises before, and we want to make sure that the foundational practices are mastered before we get into some of the harder exercises, and that's because these exercises are designed to build on each other. Yep. So you've got to get number 1 down before you can do 2 and 3 and 4. So this may not be a complete all 9 exercise practice session, but we'll see. We'll see how everybody does.
It's going to be fun, whatever it is.
Any comments?
Our first in.
Joanne, what do you think?
Hey, I'm punctual first in. I'm ready to go.
Okay, so tell us how long you've been riding a motorcycle.
I've been riding since I was 18 years old, and I've done a lot of riding through the years with groups, clubs, distance. I have never done what they've done. Now, they've actually left the state on their bike. But I've never really done a tight workout exercise, and I've always wanted to do it. So I'm really excited about today, and I'm excited to find out to see how I will do after riding for so many years. That's going to be the test.
Yeah. So do you practice slow speed skills?
No, but I've been hanging out with, at rallies, bike rallies, where we practice the slow run, where you try to keep your bike up at the slowest ride and the slowest RPMs. I've tried that, and that's pretty challenging in itself because you're working your clutch and you're working your brake and you're working your balance. So I'm really excited about today.
All right, well good. Maybe you'll come on a regular basis with us. Here comes the rest of the people. All right, so we'll just turn this around and we'll get everybody coming in. We got Russell leading the pack. He's got all his guys. Awesome. This is the Indian River Riders group. And they're gonna do a little cart. Hey Russell.
I've been following them. They do like funny videos where they're singing.
They do all sorts of things. We do, sometimes we go on a couples ride on Sundays. Yeah. So they're backing in. Good morning. The last guy backed in. Awesome. There'll be some stragglers. So we're gonna set up.
That was the best game of the day.
Yeah, I don't think I. She's our man. She's our cheerleader. She's there all the time. Okay, so if everybody want to come in, we'll get started. Thank you for coming. The Hometown News guy is going to come in like 30 minutes so we can get everybody acclimated to what we're doing. He's just going to take some photos and promote what we're doing as we ride. So you don't have to worry about messing up in front of the video or anything. It's just he's going to do a story on Safe Riding. So my name is Lori. This is Mike. This is my friend Joanne, representing the female rider population. But anyway, what we're going to do is, who's familiar with Robert Simmons, Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle YouTube channel? else?
I think I'd watch it.
Watch him. Okay. He's a retired police officer from New York, motorcycle cop. So, what his thing is he gets on YouTube and he does these practice exercises. And there's 9 exercises, all slow speed motor skills. So, just to give you a little bit of backstory on myself, I started in April. I was always riding on the back of his bike, and I came from a family where motorcycles were this, like don't ever ride a motorcycle, they're dangerous, it's awful. My mom was a supervisor of an OR, so she saw all the accidents of people who don't do well on the motorcycle for whatever reason. So ever since we were kids, we were forbidden to even ride on a motorcycle. And when I met Mike, I was like, is this going to be a showstopper? Because I'm not getting on that bike. Needless to say, I got on the back of his bike and we rode. I never in a million years, I bet my children's lives on the fact that I would never be riding. So that's how much I would not think I would ride a motorcycle. And after riding on the back with him recently, I saw all these women that were like you and my age, and like I'm older than her, but not as in shape as we are, and can able to ride a motorcycle. And I'm like, if they can do it, I should be able to do this. I think I'll take the test and see if I like it. Well, lo and behold, I took the test and he's got a bike all picked out and I'm riding. So I literally did 1,000 miles practicing slow speed exercises in the parking lot before I ever went on the road because I was that terrified of it. So these exercises have helped me gain the confidence that I can maneuver myself in a situation that's like not planned, right? Stressful, yeah. Tight. You need to have precision in your maneuverability, and like you're at a gas station and there's lots of cars, and like I ride with him, so we pull up to the pump together, and like all of that stuff I wanted to be proficient at. So these skills will help with that. And he had been riding since he was 19 years old and never had done any of these practice lessons, these exercises. But when he started doing them with me, he started to feel his level of skill going up and up and up, and his confidence level is way more, and he's more not like when you pull into a parking lot, you don't plan for the biggest, widest circle to get yourself into a parking spot. Like you can actually, without putting your feet on the ground, like on the boards, pull into this and then stop and then back up with your feet, obviously, but do the whole thing without putting your feet off the boards. So what we're going to do first is these cones are 15 feet. Okay, so I'll ask everybody. Everybody does not have to do these exercises. You can just watch. You can practice up to the extent that you feel comfortable. And you can say, I don't want to do any more. We're probably only going to get to like exercise 4 out of the 9. And we do this every week, so you're welcome to come back and build on the skills that you're developing.
Typically
here.
Fridays.
Mostly Fridays, but like we can switch it to any day of the week, really, that is popular for people. So I just put it on YouTube, Facebook for Fridays, but that's not the day. Like you can do it any day. Today is Tuesday and we're doing it. So does everybody feel like they're like, you don't have to be embarrassed or if I don't feel like I can do this, to stop? Do you feel like you could say, I don't want to do any more? Yeah. I want people to be able to say it.
Absolutely.
These Indian riders, they're not afraid to say anything.
There's no pressure and there's no like ego embarrassment about saying I don't feel comfortable going forward, because we want to make sure everybody feels like they can progress at their own pace. Okay? If I was terrified, I know what that feeling is. So the first exercise that we're going to do is we're gonna go around and we're gonna come around those 2 trees and form a line that way. And the first one, you stop at the first exercise, right? And I'm gonna go over how we do this, but I'm just gonna tell you what the exercise is. We're gonna go every 15 feet with a smooth stop and a smooth stop. Okay, and I'll tell you what that is in a moment. And we're just gonna do every 15 feet all the way up to the camera. That's just the warm-up. Okay, so it's how can you manage your clutch and your rear brake and go slow. Everything is under 8 miles an hour. So there's nothing that you're going even 10 miles an hour. Okay, it's all under 8 miles an hour, 5, 6 miles an hour. To give you a sense for how fast you're going. Okay. The first step one is we go all the way down to the pool supply. We're facing forward, and you start there. You get into second gear, and then you downshift and do a smooth stop that we just practiced all these times, right there inside those boxes. Okay, smooth stop, so you're coming up and you're able to just put one foot down. Okay, that's exercise 1. Exercise 2, we come around the trees, and now we're just gonna walk. You guys can see Jerry Palladino, whatever his name is,
Palladino, yep.
Walk beside somebody, so you're just doing this, and the motorcycle's going the same speed. And you can just use your throttle, but if you need to manage your speed, you can use the rear brake a little bit, but just using the throttle and only using it when you need to. That's
And the clutch.
Yes, obviously in the friction zone. I'll talk about those steps. And then exercise 3 is called trust and believe. Trust and believe is when you start right where that arrow is, and you get yourself right before the friction zone. Your throttle is up, your clutch is almost in the friction zone, your foot's on the rear brake. You put your left foot up on, and then wait till the bike is about to tilt before you let the clutch out a little bit, and then you come to a smooth stop.
We're going to demonstrate, we're going to explain each one before we do it. I don't think you need to go through all of the, you're not going to remember.
I know, but I just want to give you a sense for what it is we're doing.
Okay.
And then exercise 4 is we're going to do the slow crawl up to that white line and turn left. No lean, just a complete turn left slow the whole way through. And then a right turn. So there's like doing it from a roll, doing it from a stop, and then doing from a stop to a stop. So there's control all the way through, and then right and left. So that's where I'll stop with the exercise, because there will be enough to get all these people to just that. So when we talk about starting and stopping, what I'm talking about is there's 5 steps to starting your motorcycle. Okay? And what the first step is to make sure you're in first gear. Always make sure you're in first gear. First gear. The second step is cover the rear brake. So your hand is never on the front brake ever with all these exercises. Okay, that's the hardest thing for people who have been riding for years.
Because I was going to do that stop and use my front and rear brake.
Well,
This is an exercise in just not using the front brake.
well,
Okay? So, how you ride, I don't want to change how you ride, but if you feel that you can,
But you don't want us to use the front brake.
no. Anytime you're going over 10 miles an hour, you can use the front brake. Anytime you're going under 10 miles an hour, you're not going to use the front brake.
All right.
Just kind of a rule of thumb. So, the only time you're going to use the front brake in any of these exercises is when we're going in second gear, and then we're slowing down like we're
That's
coming
what he
up
was
to a
saying.
stop
Talking
sign.
about.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I'm talking
Yeah, you're going to use front and rear brake to slow down. When you get under 10 miles an hour,
We're going over 10 miles an hour.
yes,
Right.
you're going to get into second gear.
Yeah.
Okay, so consider that is a stop sign.
Yep.
So you know you're coming to a stop sign.
Yep.
So you're not going to go 40 miles an hour to a stop sign. You're going to, get your speed up and then come to like it's a stop sign. So you're going to slow down like you're going to a stop sign. And yes, use your front brake and your rear brake downshift. When you get under 10 miles an hour, you're just going to let go of the front brake and use the rear brake.
Okay.
Sorry, is that good?
It's not my habit, so I'll try.
No, I know. It's
Yeah,
not
it's going to be
anybody's
hard
habit.
for the long time riders because I always
Okay.
always had. How I was taught.
It's just the exercise. It's just what he teaches, so we can do what we want.
Use anybody with the front brake, but the problem is if we had to use it,
No, you're not.
On the front brake?
I use them both automatically.
Automatically.
All right,
Instinct
so I'm
with
not
me.
going to try to
same
convince
here.
you about
I don't
doing
have
something
instinct.
different.
Did you ever have to lock
This
them
is
up
the
in front and back?
exercise.
Yeah, okay,
And
I
if you
got
find
Yeah,
value
no problem.
in
No,
the
I'm
exercise,
trying to do your
You never
exercise.
squeezed and
I
left
just
it
don't know
down.
how you want to do it.
yeah, the exercise
you
is
never locked it up.
under eight,
I've leaned on it.
under 8, no front brake. Under 8, no front brake. Okay, just remember that. Under 8, no front brake. So, and you'll find that when you're in the friction point and you're going that slow and you're able to hold the bike up, you don't need the front brake. That's the whole point of this, is to realize that you're going to stop when you say you're going to stop, not when the bike tells you you're going to fall over and you got to put your feet down. So, getting back to, make sure you're first gear, cover the rear brake, okay? Then you're going to preload your throttle. So it's revved up, maybe 2,000 miles per hour, whatever that is.
RPMs.
And then you're going to start to let the clutch out till it reaches the sweet spot, right when you're in the friction zone, okay? And as the bike starts to move, you're going to lift your left foot up and put it on the board and go. But you're not going to let the clutch out. You're going to keep it in the friction zone so that you can go smoothly. And then when you come to the next cone, you want to stop with your front tire at the cone. You don't want to pass the cones. So you're just going from, you're going to start here and you're going to go creep, 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 creep. Smooth stop. Smooth stop does not include the front brake. It's just slight pressure on the rear brake, and then if you keep your throttle up till you stop, the bike will stand up. This is the key to the whole thing. If you've got power to the rear wheel, when you're in your friction zone, right, you're not going fast, you can have the thing rev and not go anywhere. The bike will stand up. And then it allows you to put your foot down. And if you master that, all these other exercises will be a snap.
So you're going to keep it loaded through the whole
Keep it loaded
exercise.
through the whole exercise.
Well, yeah.
Just so that
We'll demonstrate.
you don't want to let off the throttle.
Okay.
So you're just
Yes.
engaging the clutch.
You're just engaging the clutch.
Friction.
Put one
Just
foot
where it
down,
starts, correct?
Always one foot,
left foot.
left foot. Because okay, here's the reason for all of this. When you're stopping, you stop at a stop sign. You've got your foot on the brake, and you're in first gear. Right? If somebody's coming barrel-assing behind you, and you need to get out of the way, you're ready to go. You don't need to stop, put your bike in gear, get going. You can see somebody coming, and you can evade. So all of these exercises are to help increase your number of options to evade a
You're
situation
leaving it
that
in
you
first when you go to cone, you're leaving it in first? You're just
always in
engaging
first.
the clutch?
Always in
You're
first.
leaving it there.
Yeah. Every exercise is first except for the one to the
Boing,
stop
boing,
sign.
boing, 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 boing in first gear.
Yeah.
Second. First.
Yes.
Just gonna.
Yep.
Yes.
In case somebody comes behind you,
Yeah.
you engage the clutch, you like gas, and you're out of the way.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll demonstrate the exercises and then we'll go through them all with you. So we'll go up to exercise 3.
So do you want me to demonstrate and you're explaining, and then
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
gonna
that'd be
you're gonna walk while they're doing it, so you can coach them? Okay. Are we good with the video?
Yep.
Good job.
was for you, Joanne?
That was really great. I mean, I've been riding a long time, but I've never had to do short turns and stops like that and rev it up and play with my throttle as much with my,
Keep it loaded.
yeah, keep it loaded with my clutch when I'm pulling it in. So, yeah, it's really hard, you know. I want to do it again. But it's very, very hard, very challenging. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. Stand with your bike, and you can stand with your bike.
Well, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not a really good talker.
And so tell us what this was for you.
Well, I'll tell you, anybody can get on a bike and do 100 miles an hour down 95. But this slow speed riding is really a tough thing to do, and a lot of people just can't do it. So they need to practice it, and I thank you very much for taking the time and helping us.
And you were awesome because you're on a big bike and you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm also a big guy.
But it's still awesome. Okay. All right. And you with your sexy bike there. Go ahead. How do you feel?
Well, I tell you, there's a big difference between a regular motorcycle and an 850-pound bike. And this really comes in great for learning how to handle a lot of weight that you're intimidated by. But I had a lot of fun, and I picked up a lot of good pointers today, and I'll be back.
You had it dialed in too.
Yeah, I was
both
having fun.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's not what he always rides.
I don't care what bike you ride.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever bike you ride, I can guarantee you this. If you learn these skills, you can ride any bike you want because it's not the size, it's not your strength, it's your ability to manage the fundamentals, which is your brake, your clutch, and your throttle, right? And your head and eyes being in the right place. And when you do that, like I went from a Heritage, and then he was like, you need a streak light. So I go and I get one, and I'm driving it. Now I don't know any other bike, so I was like, oh no, I don't know if I can do this. And I drove the Street Glide home, and I just used everything I know and did the same exact thing. So
you don't have the Heritage?
I do have the Heritage. Yeah, it matches his. All right, well that was fun. We got through exercises 1, 2, 3, partially through 4, and then we jumped into exercise 5 so the photographer could get some pictures of us doing the serpentine. And the guys were probably getting hungry and ready to go, so we don't want to give them all too much from the start. I didn't think we were even going to get to exercise 4, but was happy that we got to exercise 4, and then we quickly did some exercise 5. And I'm glad we had female representation. Thank you, Joanne, for coming. And hopefully we can inspire some more women to want to do it. But the guys' feedback was what?
It was positive. It was exactly the same that we see everywhere. It's the same thing that Robert sees in his videos with his attendees. Is that it's humbling. You get a lot of guys. The guys that were with us are all seasoned riders. There were no new riders except for that one young guy with the stick with him. And these are hard moves. Like even Joanne said that she's been riding since she's 18. And not hard, but it's just something that folks don't practice.
Right.
But great feedback, positive feedback. A couple of them said there were a few guys in here that were kind of intimidated. There's the ego. That's why we always say, leave your ego. Pick it back up when you leave. But I think it was like a splash of cold water for a lot of just something as simple as taking off and stopping really slowly is to me that's just remarkable how hard that is. Really do that exercise.
Right, stopping in control. I thought it was great to see how open they were to coaching. They came to learn. They didn't come to show off how good they were at something else, which I really appreciated because it allows the learning process to happen if you're there to receive.
Right.
And everybody was gracious
Absolutely.
and coachable
Super nice.
and super good attitudes. They want to come again, which is great. So we might do this on Wednesdays because it seems to be a day they don't ride. And we can probably work on the practice each one and progress through them so that we can actually do all the way to exercise 9. Because by the time you get to exercise 9, it's really fun. It's fun when you get into the U-turns and the figure 8s and the serpentine and the snowman.
Well, and if people are coming more than once and they've been here 2 or 3 times, you don't have to take any of the time to explain the whole exercise again.
Yeah.
You just,
Right.
You're just doing the exercises. So this gets a lot faster with fewer people and not needing to explain so much.
Right, and each one I had to stop and remind them of the things that they were focused on. You know, a number of them didn't do the smooth stop on exercise 3, and they let the front wheel move before they picked up their left foot. So that's normal. It's expected, and no matter how many times you can say it, it still doesn't get into the brain unless you practice. So it's got to get into muscle memory and doing it over and over and over and feeling a little bit more confident. I know I'm more confident now doing Trust and Believe myself because I've done it so many times that it's not as scary as it used to be. And then exercise 4, left turn. I actually did it today.
Drilled it.
I practiced on every single exercise today. I practiced exercise 4 left-hand turn on the warm-up, on exercise 1 and 2 and 3, because I knew that I was going to get to exercise 4, and I wanted to already be practiced on it since it was such a flop on last practice. So this isn't going to be a whole practice today. We're done for the day, and then we will schedule another one, probably the Wednesday following Thanksgiving. And we'll be out again. Awesome.
Good job, Coach. Lori did a really good job of keeping it fun and light. She's in her element in front of a group. She's good coaching.
I like helping people learn.
Credit to the guys, though, man. Let's be honest. These are guys of a certain age group. Super stereotype, but they may have, to have a woman teaching them how to operate their motorcycle. That clashes up on a couple of mental models.
And a woman
that
that's
a lot
been
of us
riding
have.
for only 7
It hasn't been riding, yeah. So they all enjoyed the view, and as do I often. But credit to everybody for playing along, and Lori doing a good job of celebrating the successes, right? Super important.
Yep.
They're totally encouraging, like Robert always says.
Yep. Thank you to John from the Hometown News for coming down and doing the story. So look in the Hometown News for the story on the Indian River Riding Group practice sessions, motorcycle practice sessions. When that comes out, you'll see the story.